More than 2 years and 2 trials later, sentencing is finally expected today in the murder case of Karina Vetrano. This has been such a high-profile case. 22-year-old Channel Lewis was found guilty last month of murder and sexual assault in the death of the 30-year-old Queens jogger who was killed while running in her Howard Beach, Queens neighborhood in August of 2016. But this was far from a clean-cut case. It took investigators months to arrest Lewis. His first trial ended in a hung jury in November. Prosecutors say Lewis is the killer because he made 2 taped confessions and his DNA was on Vetrano's phone, nails, and neck. But the defense claims the confessions were coerced and says Lewis's DNA would have been all over the crime scene if he was indeed the killer. Then, right before deliberations, the defense tried requesting a mistrial after receiving an anonymous letter claiming prosecutors withheld evidence and used a race-based dragnet to find a suspect. Despite all of this, the jury found Lewis guilty. A Lewis family spokesperson questioned the verdict, while an investigator on the case says the family just needs to accept the evidence.
A young man walk into Howard Beach, murder a young lady that was physically fit, and walk out of Howard Beach without being seen on any camera from the Gateway Mall, any camera in Howard Beach at all.
I understand her not believing her son did this. I get that. But nonetheless, there's so much compelling evidence in this case. She should come to realize this is what happened.
And legal activists are expected to demonstrate outside the courtroom, outside the courthouse later on this morning, saying that this is not a fair trial. Lewis faces up to life in prison, which his attorneys are expected to appeal, and that could drag the case on for several more years.